This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Maricopa deputies run into public health issues more than any other issues this time of year. That's according to Sheriff Paul Penzone, who talked with our news partners at KTAR. It's because the extreme heat can impact how people act and leave them frustrated.
In the summertime, we have longer days, and people are just more active. Although the population decreases a little bit with the snowbirds, people are just out and about a little bit more and behaving sometimes in ways that they normally wouldn't because they're having too much of a good time.
Yeah, Sheriff Penzone reminding everyone to be patient and make good decisions.
A sad update today. Phoenix police say the woman burned in this apartment fire Wednesday has died. Phoenix firefighters racing into the apartment complex near 7th Avenue and Bell Road just before 1 Wednesday for a quickly spreading fire. A child was found inside a first-floor apartment but did not survive. That child's mother was hospitalized in extremely critical condition with burn injuries. Officials updating us today saying she has died.
Strikes continue in Hollywood with actors now joining writers on the picket line. Tucson filmmaker Mark Headley describes the latest move in Hollywood as effectively shutting down the entertainment industry. Both groups concerned about the future use of artificial intelligence and residuals in the streaming era.
The incentives really was a shot in the arm for us. We got a lot of studios interested, sort of lining up for some different projects, but they immediately put those things on hold when the strike started, which we understand. So we're just hoping to see everything resolved quickly and fairly, so that way we can all get back to work this fall.
Film Tucson says TV and movie production shutting down will impact Arizona eventually. Arizona's new film tax rebate offers studios as much as $75 million in incentives this year. Some say it did spark a lot of interest from Hollywood here before the writers' strike. Great news if you're headed to the Mogollon Rim or White Mountains to beat the heat. Northbound lanes of the 87 back open about 10 miles south of Payson. You may remember the lanes have been closed since a tanker truck erupted into flames, severely damaging the pavement a week ago. The Biden administration announcing $39 billion in student debt relief that will help more than 800,000 borrowers wipe away their student debts in the coming weeks. Administrative fixes will more accurately count qualified monthly payments. The plan bases payments on borrowers' income and family size, regardless of their total outstanding debt. After reaching a set forgiveness threshold of 20 or 25 years, a borrower's remaining balance is then wiped away. A reminder, student loan repayments do pick back up in October. Developing right now, Republican Eli Crane, who represents Arizona's 2nd congressional district, facing backlash for comments made during a debate on the House floor.
My amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve, okay? It has nothing to do with color of your skin, any of that stuff. What we want to preserve and maintain is the fact that our military does not become a social experiment.
Crane making those remarks as lawmakers debated a series of amendments to the National Defense Authorization Act. Immediately after he finished speaking, another representative asked that the derogatory phrase be struck from the record. Crane later said he misspoke. Another 110-plus day on the tally. I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. We are now up to 15 in a row. The record at 18 now within our reach as we continue to stay in weather action mode with excessive heat warnings through 8 p.m. on Wednesday now. So another continuation of this heat alert by the National Weather Service and heat advisories even for the Arizona high country now through Monday. So here's a look at that forecast tomorrow. 93 degrees at 6 a.m., 100 as early as 9. We are going up to a sizzling 118 degrees tomorrow, which should break tomorrow's record of 117 set back in 1998. We also have a high pollution advisory for ozone, so air quality is not looking good either tomorrow afternoon. And as we look at that next 7 days on your 7-day forecast, we'll hit 118 again on Sunday, tying that record, 117 on Monday, and we will stay in record territory through the middle to end of next week.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.